Greetings, YouTube! The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. And today on the Doctor Spell Prognosis, we're talking about the spell Legend Lore. We're giving this spell a C+. It's okay. It's a lot of flavor. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right, so it is a 5th level spell. It's in the series of the 5th level spells that we are looking at. It is usable by bards, clerics, wizards, knowledge domain clerics, and the undying warlocks who have it on a list. It takes 10 minutes to cast. It's not concentration. It's not a ritual. I can kind of see why they didn't make it a ritual, but I kind of wish that this spell was a ritual. Its range of self, verbal, somatic, and material component. One of the component is a set of incense that's worth at least 250 gold, which is gone when you cast the spell, and 4 strips of ivy worth at least 50 gold, which are not consumed. So I think because of the consumption of 250 gold pieces of incense, I think it would be okay to put ritual up on this spell. And there are some caveats about the knowledge that you could get. So casting this spell over and over and over again probably isn't going to get you a whole lot extra, other than spending more money on incense. So, name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. So, I mean, there isn't a whole lot other than that. You can't get more than a brief summary of something. You know, if I have a pen in my hand, I could say the brief summary of the pen is it's got ink in it. It's about 6 or 7 inches long. It has a point on one end, and the ink writes black. And that, you know, that's a good summary. You're not going to get very much more than that. So the lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named is not of legendary importance, you gain no information. So again, if I'm talking about the pen, it's a pen, so nobody cares. It's not legendary. But if I talk about the pen that was used to sign the Treaty of Greyhawk after the Greyhawk Wars, then that's a different story. That's more or less a legendary item. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. The information you learn is accurate, but might be couched in figurative language. So it could be some epic poem or epic tale. For example, if you have a mysterious magic axe on hand, the spell might yield this information, blah, blah, blah. So then they tell like a tale. So I see this spell as both a player tool and a DM tool. If players have access to it, you may want to allude to it as the DM, that they have access to this spell, and that, you know, they could be using this spell in addition to some of the other things like divination and augury and things like that, and commune. But, you know, those kinds of things can be story arc or story elements for the DM, and then for the players to go off in a certain direction. If you feed players information, a lot of times they will move forward in that particular direction. So a good example of this, and I can see my players using this spell for this, is I'm running a home campaign, and the last session, the rogue that's in the party, she pilfered a purse off of somebody in a very busy bar in a very busy city, and she got a leather purse full of platinum pieces. And one of those platinum pieces, I have decided, had made its way to this particular person through another person, through another person, through another person, so on and so forth. But it originally came from a dragon's hoard. I haven't decided what kind of dragon it is. I haven't decided what age. But I've decided that coin comes from this dragon's hoard, and it is magically tainted. It's got a wisp of dragon horde magic on it, such that the coin wants to make its way back to the horde, and it may whisper the things to the mind of the rogue, and she may hear things, and she may not know what it is, and then maybe the party decides to use legend lore on the legendary coin that seemingly seemed innocent, and they find out about this dragon, and they find out about the dragon's name and where it is and the history of the coin and how the coin got from, the dragon's hoard to this. Maybe it was stolen by someone, and then it ended up being exchanged or fenced or used for a different kind of good or product somewhere, and that's how it ended, and they finally decide to go after the dragon. So that's a good use of this particular spell. Now, one other thing I do want to look at with this spell is the Undying Warlock at this. So the Bard Cleric, kind of. Wizard, kind of, I can see. Knowledge Domain Cleric, absolutely. But the Undying Warlock, I'm not sure why they put that in here. It's an anti-death cleric. So maybe it knows the legends of things that have lived before. I don't know. It doesn't really seem to fit very well with this. I mean, Contagion, Aura of Life, Death Ward, Feign Death, Speak Dead, Silence, the Silence of Death, I guess, Ray of Sickness, False Life, Blindness, Deafness. All those things make sense. That one doesn't make any sense at all. So, but it is a class that can use it. It's on their list, so there is that. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I hope everybody enjoyed, and I will catch everybody later.